Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic readings, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the newly joined Centers for Spiritual Living Communities of Columbia and Greater Baltimore. Today is April 4th. And I'm reading this morning from Emmett Fox's book, Make Your Life Worthwhile. And here's what Emmett offers us today. We do not have to create good. It is here now. We do not have to persuade God to love, to be love or life or truth or intelligence. For God is all these things already and always has been. We do not have to ask God to remember us, for God is always with us. We could not ask for any good that is not already here. Neither do we have to fight evil. Fundamentally, evil is a false belief about good. And healing consists in unthinking the error by knowing the truth. When we switch on the light in a room, we do not have to chase the shadows out through the door or window. The light floods the room, and all is well, for darkness is not an entity. It is only the absence of light. It's an interesting time we're living in, right? And there's so much focus on fighting something, because I think we've got it embedded in our collective consciousness that to not fight means we're okay with what's happening. And I think there is a different way. I think first, for me, I have to recognize that what comes up as needing, what comes up in me that I need to fight against something, first of all, it's coming from a place that I have assigned power to what I assign as evil. What I assign as this has to change is because I have assigned that it has more power than good. Now I'm going to be straight up. I personally don't even like talking about good, because what happens in my brain is every time I hear the word good, my brain juxtaposes that against what's bad. I much prefer light and darkness. I really appreciate the healing consists in unthinking the error by knowing the truth. See, that's not about good and bad. It's not about right and wrong. It's not about big and little. It's about what's true. You know, I can say 2 + 2 = 5, but it won't make it so. Right? And I can get plexed up about somebody teaching 2 + 2 = 5. And I realize this is a ridiculous example, but it's the one that's coming to me. Or I can simply go back to the ancient original way of teaching counting, and let's put some things on the table. Let's put 5 pennies on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. It actually 2 + 2. There's 2. Add 2 more. You only get 4. Right? And so instead of getting plexed up and judgmental and railing against 5, or the teaching that 2 + 2 = 5, or the teacher, or writing some narrative about how stupid people are. What if we just live the solution? What if every time the false narrative is encountered, we simply, gently, kindly speak truth? That requires us to live the truth. At least it does for me. For me to be prepared, for me to be in balance, for me to be ready to respond versus reacting. I have to walk this talk. To keep the lights on, if you will. There's a talk title in my head, The Spirituality of Motel 6 Will Keep the Light On. Because I think that's really where, for me, what it comes down to is, am I keeping the lights on? Or am I getting sucked down the rabbit hole? And to hold both lightly, to be kind to myself when I realize I'm in the rabbit hole. Because if I just beat myself up, all I do is dig a deeper hole. Okay, I fell in the hole. How quickly can I get out? How quickly can I get back up to level ground, to the light, to a different awareness? And do that. So I invite you to, at the very least, be kind with yourself. Be gentle with yourself so that you can be kind and gentle with others. That's all that is alive in me about that reading this morning. If you have a perspective you would like to share, would love it if you would do that in the chat function of whatever platform you're watching this on. You are also welcome to send me an email to share your thoughts. You can send that to revrafe@columbiacsl.com. And so now I'm going to take us into our time of meditation. It's a 5-minute timed meditation. I invite you, if you're new to meditation, to simply practice being present. No agenda, no objective, just practice being present. Whatever happens, whatever thoughts come, whatever body sensations come, just let them be. Just let them be. Okay? All right, here we go. one life, everywhere present. It is light, it is peace, it is power, it is presence, it is presence. It is everything I can imagine and more. It is one whole, perfect, and complete creation, eternally expressing in the multiplicity of form and function, of ideas, of newness. No two expressions alike. Changeless, nameless, eternal. Omnipresence, omnipotence, omniscience. Infinite intelligence, God, Buddha, Allah, no matter what name we use, it is all of them, none of them, and even more. It is all there is. And as it expresses, it is diversity itself. Always expressing in the newness of form, and yet never changing what it is, just how it expresses. Fully infusing its creation with itself, yet never using itself up, never depleted by any of its creation. Giving effortlessly, continuously, without ever giving anything away. Giving as the connection of life. I am that in form. I am the giver and the receiver and the giver. I am the form and the unformed. I am the substance expressing individualized. I am a point of expansion. And what is true of me is true of all creation. Every gloriously individualized expression of it. A point of expansion. Expanding the experience, expanding the expression of the infinite. And so I claim and affirm that every individualized expression of the infinite is waking up, is turning on the light, is seeing and being seen as the spark of divinity that they are, that we are. Is opening to a palpable experience. The I am that is the truth of all creation. Awakening to the magnificence of creation, everywhere present. And as that truth, as the light comes on in every experience, darkness is dispelled effortlessly, without a fight, without a skirmish, without so much as a get out. It is simply replaced by the presence of light. So I claim and affirm that I am that today. Beyond being that, I live that. I demonstrate that. That every encounter I have brings more light, more love, more peace, more joy to everyone involved, everything involved. I say yes to life. And life says yes to me. And I am grateful. I'm grateful that the infinite is speaking itself into being through this me that is a portal of it, an expression of it, an emanation of it. I'm grateful for the actor, the law of creation, in creation, that simply does, simply acts upon, and makes everything so. No waiting period, everything in the eternal moment of now. So it's already done. And knowing it is already complete, knowing the word is complete, the only thing that there is to release is any human doubt that would impede that by being in conflict with it. And so I release all human need to manipulate or control or predict. I let go. And I just breathe into each moment with pure expectancy. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amin. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.